Get the cake right to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. On the grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Do Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie, I'm Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like middlemen, hear the roar now. We're middlemen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. From Millmore to Do Valley.
Good evening and welcome to Terry's Talk. We are back and we've got a victory to talk about. Can't actually believe it. We've won. And credit where credit's due. I think we fully deserved that victory today. One of the best performances I've seen from us this season. I thought we were fantastic all over the pitch. I can't believe Harry Gray is 17. Unbelievable. Great performance. Doesn't move us in the table, but it brings us closer and it makes our Saturday night feel a lot better. We have got a link in the chat as well. So if you've been to the game, don't forget, come on, give your views. More than happy to have you on. If you've been to the game, I'm sure you're buzzing. And obviously, we've got Mansfield Town on Tuesday. That's going to be a massive game and a game that we can win and we need to win. Go through some comments, loads of comments coming in, as you can imagine. Peter Scott, what a performance. Should have been 4 or 5 up. Let's play like that every game. No excuse. Special mention for Yearwood. He was outstanding. Totally agree with you, Peter. I mean, why has it took him so long to get him into the team? I think whenever he's played well. So absolutely agree with that comment. I thought Yearwood was fantastic today. Totally agree with you. Baz says Red Army, Red Army, Red Army. Can't wait for New York talk to Shag Hamshaw. Yeah, I mean, obviously, come on, let's be real. We've got the league table there after 33 games. Regardless of a win tonight, Matt Hamshaw shouldn't be our manager. That is clear. You can see this team, and you sound stupid at times because you're saying the players are good and this, that, and the other, and people are like, well, the results don't, but the manager is letting them down. We all know these players are capable. Sam Nombe, Harry Gray, Dan Gore, Drew Yearwood, all of these players, quality players, but they've just been mismanaged. But give credit where credit's due. They are fighting for him. So you can't say that they want him sacked or whatever. The players are fighting for him. So I don't actually believe that the players fully want him sacked. But yeah, another great win. Danny says, yes, Bushy, biggest takeaway for me was the midfield. Full game from Yearwood does wonders. Go incredible as always. Yeah, Danny, totally agree. I think Drew Yearwood, I mean, he did a run towards the end of the game. So that will sort of quash rumours that he's not fit enough to play 90 minutes because he was outstanding from start to finish today. And he was absolutely brilliant. And Dan Gore, I mean, how can I comment on Dan Gore? He is the best midfielder in League One by a country mile. I just love the kid. Absolute quality. I've got to say a special mention to Harry Gray, 17 years old. 17. What were you doing at 17? Absolute baller. He deserved a goal today. Obviously, at 17, he sometimes makes the wrong decision, but the ability on that kid is just next level. Unbelievable. Bears, he needs to back it up, really up. Hamshaw proves me wrong. I don't think wherever we finish now is not proving anyone wrong. Even if he manages to keep us up, I think we still need to get rid of him. He's not good enough. We should not be in a relegation battle. We need to stop putting our standards in the bin. We should be challenging for promotion. We shouldn't be below teams like Doncaster. We shouldn't be below Burton. We shouldn't be below Mansfield, Exeter, Wimbledon. I mean, Plymouth, they were awful today. And it just shows you how bad this league is. So the fact that we're second bottom, no matter if we won every game now to the end of the season, at the end of the season, I would want Mac Amshaw sacked because he cannot get us out of League One. That is a fact. So for me, I'd still get rid of him. But we've just got to enjoy today's result. It's not about Matt Amshaw. It's not Manager FC. We're Rotherham United. Glove reaction. Where was that performance been hiding? It was amazing, but today we actually remembered how to play football. Where has that been for weeks? Yeah, don't know, mate. Don't know. But I'm glad it's come because I really don't want to be in League Two next season. I can't believe that we're even contemplating that we could be in League Two. It's just a madness to think that we could be in League Two. The squad is top 6 squad, Bush. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I've said it all season. I think we've got a top 6 squad. And I'm sure happy clappers will tell you that he's had his eyes tied behind his back, his hands tied behind his back, which is nonsense. He were backed in January. And I mean, God, he's got a player on loan from Man United that is just not getting any minutes. So, yeah, I don't get it. Russ, well done, lads, to a man. How wasn't it 4 or 5? Plymouth have been rampant of late and we've beat an informed team. There's so cracking massive 3 points, hopefully to safety. Yes, totally agree. So, I mean, Plymouth have been on good form. Obviously, it's a long way to travel for Plymouth, though, what you do have to remember. And they're without their best player who was injured today. So it made a big difference to them. So, yeah. Get in, same again, Tuesday, Tom Brown. Yeah, totally agree. Thank you for that, Tom, who's a member. Yeah, on to Tuesday. We've got to back it up now. We can't afford a draw Tuesday. We've got Mansfield Town, another team around us. We've already lost to Burton and Doncaster around us. We need to get out of this mess. Good that Orient lost today. Northampton only got a draw. So we can pull out of this. I think it's 3 points now that we're away. So, yeah, we've got to back it up with a win on Tuesday. And it's a home game as well. So hopefully we can be confident in that game and go for the win. Well done, lads. This is the Millers we know and love. That's the best home performance since Lincoln. Now take it into the scraps, game on Tuesday. Yeah, and I agree with Sean there. I think it was the best performance since the Lincoln game. And that was a Rotherham United performance. We can all agree. Whether you're Matt Amshaw in, you're Matt Amshaw out, all you want to do is get the team to perform. And today they have performed. So there's no arguments from me with that today. Really good performance. And it should have been, like Sean said, 4 or 5. It should have been 4 or 5. John Blundell, their keeper, kept them in it in the first half. Yeah, agree with you, John. I thought he made some good saves and we hit the bar with a Jules header. And I just think we tore them apart at times. Drew Yearwood running through the midfield. They couldn't live with him. And a special mention, because we've been critical on here, of Martha. I thought he was fantastic today. He got booked. Thought he was going to get sent off, but he actually got stuck in. He actually tried to run at players. So credit's where credit's due. And he really put a shift in for the team today. So big up to Martha on that performance. Steve Grant, Yearwood, great performance. Why has Amshaw been reluctant to play him? He's a great grafter. Yeah, totally agree. I said that earlier on in the show when I started. why has it taken so long to get Drew Yearwood in the team? Anybody can see he's a quality player. Never seemed to do anything wrong when he did play, but just never given the opportunity. But he's gone and done it, hasn't he? Scott Kemp, massive 3 points. Let's kick on now. Yeah, totally agree. Wayne Earl, not going anywhere. I think he's in relation to Matt Amshaw. Matt not going nowhere. I didn't say he was going anywhere. I just said I wouldn't keep him. Hey, pal. Hey, John Sullivan, member of the show. So big up to John Sullivan. Happy to see Crosses again today. Was worried when Rotherham went to a back five. Yeah, put the Crosses in today. It was a very good performance. You can't be too critical of the performance really at all today. We're playing against Plymouth. I don't know why they've been built up like they're a top 2 side because they're 12th in the league. But we've done it today. We've put a performance. Scott Kent shows we've got quality. We've just been far too inconsistent, and the manager doesn't help most of the time. Totally agree, Scott Kent. He's got the tools to do the job, but we shouldn't be in a relegation battle. So when you look back at the season as a whole, forget the results and this, that, and the other. Look at it as in a whole. It's not been good enough. And if I'm doing Matt Amshaw's end of season appraisal, he gets the sack. It's that simple. It's not difficult. It's not a difficult decision to make. Danny, it might sound crazy to say, but great to see how many big chances we missed. Could have won 5-0, normally looking to have one clear opportunity. That's a great comment from Danny, because actually, I do agree with that. I know it sounds crazy, missing chances, but we haven't been creating chances. So to actually miss them and create them and really pull apart Plymouth's backlines, at times it was done with ease. And there's a real partnership I sort of seen developing, especially first half with Watmore, Gray and Nombe. So yeah, I think absolutely fantastic. I think if we can keep Benson fit and Dan Gore fit, that's the best midfield in League One right there. So there's no way that team can go down. Like I said all season, there's no way this squad is a relegation squad, and I'll argue the case with absolutely anybody. The manager's the leveler, unfortunately, but we've won today, so I'm not going to be here knocking the manager, anything like that. We have got John coming into the chat, who's been at the game, so we're going to have some quick chat with John, who's been at the game. So I'm going to bring him in now. John, how you doing, mate?
Hello.
Good evening. So, a win to talk about, mate. I forgot what one felt like.
Praise be to Matt Hamshaw. I can't give a full report because unfortunately my little girl became poorly. So I'll talk about what I witnessed. So then there's no biasness.
No worries, mate.
So, go ahead.
Yeah. So, what did you see?
So we stayed till half time, and my little girl started feeling a bit dizzy, so we kind of called it a day. No, I think based on the 45, which we scored early, but in the back of my mind, I was there going, "Oh no, not again!" We scored early against
Doncaster, didn't we? First start.
Cardiff, Doncaster, and then Plymouth. I was keeping an eye on obviously, I think overall we seem to have stepped up our pressing game, like Nombe, Harry Gray, Watmore. We all seem to be like pushing to when to make the defenders make a decision, like kick it out or go long. I actually feel a lot more comfortable with Can in goal as well, bizarrely.
Yeah, I thought his kicking were good today as well, Can.
Yeah, he's looking to get it.
When he had a shot at him and he kind of fumbled it a little bit.
Yeah, he was crowded out though, Lee. He was crowded. But he looks to like, whereas Dawson will like hold it, he's looking to get rid of it. As like I know sometimes he was hoofing it long, and I thought, why are we hoofing it long? Nombe hasn't won it, bless him. Gray's definitely not winning it against those defenders, and like we were winning it around the sort of the edge of the area, but it was just I just wish sometimes. I hate it when they go short, and I hate it. I wish they would just find some middle ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like
were
it's
your
hit and
views?
hope.
What were your views on Watmore first off? I thought he was quality myself.
Mate, he is. You can tell, championship player.
Yeah, he's just got that touch, hasn't he?
It was around
himself.
about I think about the 20th, and he had like a touch in the middle of the park, and it was like he took it down, controlled it, and you just think anyone else in that team probably would have lost it. But
Drew Yearwood.
what I noticed with him and the last game, and I think I mentioned it, like when they took him off, like he was talking to players, he's saying, "Come on, let's go," and he's on a free transfer, so he's got nothing, he's got no loyalty to Rotherham, right? But he's like encouraging the young lad Harry Gray on wing, "Come on, get the midfielders." He's almost orchestrating them.
I really do like that about him.
And that is what we need as a collective Rotherham United. We need that. It's going to be a tough fight. 3 points has changed nothing position wise for us. So we're still down there, but it's 3 points in the bag, right? So
yeah, and on to Tuesday if we can carry that performance on and beat Mansfield, because Mansfield are 16th. They're not a million miles away as well, so they're not a great team. So it is a winnable game again. Do you think we can win on Tuesday? Do you think we'll back it up? I can't remember the last time we had back-to-back wins. We haven't even had them this season.
I don't think so, pal. I think we'll start talking about putting lottery numbers on.
Yeah.
I've seen, to be fair with this team, I've seen a lot. I know with the Cardiff was bad, right? I know we lost again the Doncaster, but we have seen glimmers of what this team can achieve, and I think now a little bit of confidence. I know, let's not sing too high because of Exeter 4-0, and we came home and got battered by Cardiff. But you can see some of the players just growing in confidence a little bit more, do you know? And if we can have Watmore steady that ship, I think we'll be all right, Lee. I think we could win. It'll be a tight game again. And don't get me wrong, like I've seen a lot of comments, we should have won today about 4 or 5-0 apparently, which is true, we should have. But we've got to be more clinical. We can't just say 1-0's enough. We may need the goal difference come the end of the season as well.
Yeah, it's a good start. We can't get carried away. We've been here before, but at least there is shoots of fighting spirit and a fighting chance. The players aren't down tools. I think Harry Gray is getting better game by game.
It was good to see Gore back as well, by the way. I know I didn't see him because he came second half, but that injury, he's like that missing puzzle piece. And let's say, I think also, if I'm brutally honest, we are missing Powell a little bit. We are missing that leadership.
I think Benson's been good though. His delivery first half was excellent.
But another injury. So it's like we've got some good and then some bad. It's like we've not, you know what I mean? It's like it's just frustrating, these muscle injuries.
Yeah. I mean, just bad luck, I guess.
Bad luck.
What can I say? Right. I don't know what to say on the injuries, mate. Today I just want to enjoy the result.
Yeah.
Kind of just enjoy a weekend for a change, John.
Yeah. Well, my second team I'm not enjoying, but that's a different story.
Well, thank you for coming on, John.
No worries, pal.
I hope your daughter as well is okay.
Thank you.
Like I said, family's most important, and at least you've gone away today, and we've got a win, mate, for you.
Exactly. She's always the good luck, by the way. Every time she comes, we end up bloody winning.
She's got to go Tuesday. Tell her she's got to get better.
It's a school night, but anyway, good to see you, pal. Up the Millers. See you soon.
Cheers, up the Millers. So that's John, who's been at the game. If you do want to come on, give your views on the game, just join the link on there. As long as you've got your camera on, you can come on. Let's have a look. Danny Cloughey, a different beast to Cleverley. No disrespect to Tom, but he's been thrown in at the deep end as much as Hammy. I think he's relating to obviously Tuesday night's game with Nigel Clough, the manager there. So, yeah, I think it'll be you say a more difficult game, but Plymouth were on a good run. And Plymouth are higher than Mansfield in the league. But they have played 2 games more, but they've got 6 points more. So it swings and roundabouts. I think he's right. I think Clough is a better manager than Cleverley. But I don't feel Mansfield. Come on. We're Rotherham United. We shouldn't be fearing Mansfield Town. Let's be real, guys. Also good to see Chio Agbeni again. Yeah, he did the half-time, didn't he? So, yeah, legend of the football club, absolute baller of a player. I'm just going to read through the comments and then I'll bring Tom in, who's watched the game as well. Just bear with me a second. The Dukes papering over the cracks. That's all, nothing less. So I think he's relating to Matt Amshaw. I mean, any serious football club, it doesn't paper over the cracks. You've seen the full season. You should be able to assess that and say, Matt Amshaw isn't good enough. I can see it. Surely the football club can see that he's not good enough. For me, I'm still on he shouldn't be the manager. But let's just enjoy a bit of positivity today because the team have performed for Matt Amshaw and we've got the win. Andy Brown slagged them off enough, so praise where is due. Dreaded the second half after his team talk, and it started true fashion with us sitting back, but we broke and had them worried even when they were attacking. Totally agree, Andy. So this is what this podcast is about. We're not here just to bash the football club. When they play well, we will praise them. We're praising them today. We love this football club. So let's not get things twisted about, yeah, I told you so. Matt Amshaw, look, I only need to point to the league table. That gives you Matt Amshaw's assessment. I don't need to talk every single week about Matt Amshaw. We're Rotherham United. We're not Manager FC. We're not Player FC. We support the football club. So let's just stop making it all about the manager. If the football club want to get promoted next season, Matt Amshaw can't be the man. There's been no suggestions that he will definitely keep us up. If you go for points per game, we get relegated. So we'll see. Baz, Martha played well. They let him play and he took a back seatbelt off him. That free roll, yeah, we'll lose the balls at times, but he was deadly today. Yeah, totally agree with you, Baz. I did mention I was impressed with Martha. He has been getting a lot of stick. Craig DeMiller says, fighting performance. Are we having some positivity tonight? Yeah, it's positive, Craig. We like I said, I know we have a bit of back and forth on Twitter, but at the end of the day, we both want the right things for Rotherham United. I want us to win. When we play well and we do well, I will praise the team and I'll praise the manager for getting the result. I've praised the manager tonight as well because they're playing for him. That every man chased the ball down. Everybody were getting stuck in. Bodies on the line. So you can't say they're not playing for Matt Amshaw. So they are, but there is problems with this manager. But I don't want to go into that tonight. Like I said, let's enjoy the win. Let's not make it, where's the Matt Amshaw haters tonight when we lose, or the opposite way round. It just gets a bit boring and a bit tedious. I think everybody knows with half a brain cell, Matt Amshaw isn't going to be the manager really to take this football club forward. But prove us wrong, he may do. Well, I would. I don't know what he would. When is Powell, Spence, Hull? So Powell, I believe, meant to be back for the Bolton game. I believe Spence could be a very longish period. And Hall, I'm not actually sure about. I haven't even asked about that. So Ash Krez says, better today, but under no illusions, they were very, very poor. Yearwood and Gray were brilliant. Big result. Credit to them today. One gripe, he doesn't clap great away support, but runs on the pitch after a home win. Still hammy out. Kaylee Wilson is back. Yearwood is great at ratting in the midfield, breaks up the play, and to be fair, I'd say this is his best game in a Miller's shirt so far. Let's see how it goes versus Mansfield. Look at Exeter, feared the worst, and we went 3 at the back with 10 minutes to go. Plymouth were abysmal. They were so poor today. Battled how they're in mid-table. Think we all felt a bit dizzy. That's Andy. In response to John's daughter getting dizzy at the game, I think. Sean, Ted Can, solid and confident today. It showed in our defenders. Hope the manager sees sense and keeps him in the sticks for the rest of the season. Also great to see Dawson congratulating him at the end of the game. So, yeah, if he's done that, that's absolutely fantastic. Turbo, Northampton 0026. Exeter was back-to-back. We will bring Turbo in very shortly. I'll just read these few comments and then we will get Turbo's view. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to that. Battled well today, more like proper Miller's performance. Sorry, couldn't give more input. No, John, absolutely fantastic. As you can see, he's got the members badge. Goes and supports the team, texts his daughter. Obviously, she's fell unwell today, so he could only really give sort of the first half performance, but always gives great contribution to the show. So thank you ever so much for that. John, afternoon league, good win for you. This will make you make all the Apple be shouting, I'm sure, in more. Do you think your performance today was good enough? I don't know how you won. Was the performance actually been yet? I think it's been a good performance today. So I'm going to bring Turbo Tom in. Turbo, we're going to talk about a win. We've got a smile on faces. Dubai's getting bombed. Everything's going on. You might be deployed to war next, but at least one of them won this weekend.
I'll tell you what, talking about war, I think the players went to war today and fair play to them. I can't fault any of them today. I can't. First and foremost, get it up here, you Janners. Absolute people. Plymouth, though, is a really nice place. It's not part of the awful places in my...
Did it get on the awful place list?
No,
it's quite a nice place.
I love Plymouth. I mean, I was based in Plymouth for a couple of years in my military career, obviously. But no, look, we're talking about a win on a Saturday against a team who beat Cardiff 5-2 the other day, which is no mean feat, and especially as Cardiff had 11 players on the pitch against them. I think today, the team, to a man, were absolutely fantastic. Harry Gray probably should have had an hat-trick. Sam Numbay should have had a couple. Listen, I'm just looking at the lineup there. I thought they're all brilliant. The sponsors, man of the match, as it always is the person who scores. But Rafferty also had a really good game. Listen, look, it's a step in the right direction. But we need to back this up on Tuesday. Because if we don't, it's a pointless result. So that energy and that level of performance needs to come in on Tuesday. No ifs, sounds, or buts. That level of performance has to come in on Tuesday. Thought Drew Yearwood was fantastic. Duncan Watmore. Sheffield Wednesday, I mean, when they had the chance to sign Duncan Watmore, not only is he a great, championship player, but he's also a really good speaker and a leader, right? I can't believe they didn't take the chance just to sign Duncan Watmore, just for communication with fans, etc. Martha, he's playing for his place in the World Cup, isn't he? He had a bit of a better game today. Shame about Adebayoga going off injured. That's another one. So nobody had Adebayoga in the injury bingo on Thursday, did they? I don't think.
No. I think the one someone had got injured before the game.
It was Pesco on it. He had Spence, didn't he? But no, look, I'm really happy today, Lee. I thought the writing was on the wall when we had all these chances. I was just not putting them away. I'm thinking they're going to get a spawny free kick. They're going to head it in. And then, but what I will say for Tom Cleverley, manager of Plymouth Argyle, right? At the very least, maybe he's in a position where he can do that now. He's sort of mid-table. You're not going to bother the playoffs. You're not going to get relegated. He sort of went all out to try and get something from the game, which left space, which I think is something that we actually need to do in situations where we are losing 1-0. Case in point would be Bradford on Tuesday when we're 1-0 down. We just didn't go for it. We didn't leave those spaces in behind for Bradford. And I don't know why. So, listen, I think the leveller today potentially was that Cleverley is slightly inexperienced as well. And like you say, we've got Nigel Clough on Tuesday, who's been there, done it, seen it. So, look, we've got to back it up.
It'll be a test to put him against that. Jerome Chambers says, battled well today, more like a Miller's performance. Rotherham United passed on Watmore and signed Yates instead. Hilarious.
I know.
I think that's relating to Sheffield Wednesday. Bloody buzzing chaps, agree with Tom Cobb. Back down now on Tuesday. We need a win and have some hope. Yeah, we've got to win on Tuesday. There's no doubt. So I'm just going to run through the stats with you, Tom. So possession today was 50-50. So we both had the same possession. The big one was expected goals as XG. So we were expecting to score 1.5 and Plymouth was only at 1.0. We had 18 shots and Plymouth had 19 shots. The big one, though, is we had 7 on target and Plymouth had 4. And we created 4 big chances against Plymouth's 0 big chances.
Yeah.
And we missed our big chances. Accurate passing, 188%. So 60% pass rate for Rotherham. 199, so 65% pass rate for Plymouth. So Plymouth actually passed the ball a little bit better than we did. Fouls committed, 11 for us, 13 for Plymouth. 2 offsides for us and 3 for them. They got 8 corners to our 3. So regarding offsides as well, I just do want to mention that we got very lucky in that game because they were through clear on goal. The linesman gave offside, but it was a pass back from our player.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been given as offside. So that was a worry. Turbo Tom's, John's giving you some love, says up the Millers.
Yeah, I just want to say to John, I hope your little girl gets better, man. I've got a 7-year-old myself, and there's now worse when they're not feeling themselves. So, much love to your daughter, mate, and I hope she gets better. I'm sure she will, obviously.
Good man, good man. Billy says Plymouth were crap, mate. Bigger tests to come. Yeah, I thought Plymouth were very poor from the start, to be honest. Not getting carried away by all means, but that performance was good, and I think we all agree. I don't disagree. It was a good performance and a good result. The result's more important. I wouldn't, you know what I mean. The results at this stage of the season, in the position we're in, are more important than
the performance.
The performance at the minute.
Yeah.
It's nice to perform well. And I think an earlier comment said it was nice to actually miss chances. I know how crazy it sounds, but it shows that we're actually creating them, which we wasn't doing. So that is a good thing. So, Tom, I'm going to come to you. So we're going to go through the player ratings. Are you okay to stop on, or do you need to shoot off?
I can do another 10 minutes, mate. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, no worries. So we'll just run through the player rating. So I'm going to give you my player rating, and then you can give yours. So FootMob give Can an 8.5 and man of the match.
Is that what it says on that screen? I thought it looks like 7.4.
No, yeah, it's been updated because obviously
has it? Right.
I put that on slightly before, but they give him man of the match, which I would give him a solid 8. I thought his kicking was good.
Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong.
No,
I don't think
he had a slight wobble with that shot. He kind of fumbled it a little bit. But I think he was solid in goal. He's a big kid and all, isn't it?
He is. Look, it'll do him the world of good. A clean sheet, right? A clean sheet. And as I heard one of the people comment before I came on, that Dawson was over there congratulating him. That's great. I love to see that. Look, I know it's the whole goalkeepers union thing and what have you, and they'll stick up for each other no matter what. So fair play to Dawson, but for Ted Cab, that could be an absolute, a clean sheet, a win against the team that were in the Championship this time last season, albeit, went down with a bit of a whimper. No, look, great. That's great for Ted Cab. I'm chuffed he's got his clean sheet and he's cemented his place for Tuesday. So there we go.
Sullivan says 8.5. Wow, that's high.
It is a bit.
Quite high.
I want to give that. Look, wonder what did their goalkeeper get? What did their goalkeeper get? He must
I don't bother with bloody Plymouth.
All right, mate. I'm going to say.
Adam says, hi, Hammy's firing up the barbecue.
Oh, hello, Adam.
He's appeared from the dead. I didn't think he was still alive, Adam. So on to Rafferty. I would give Rafferty. I'd also give him a 8. I thought he was good, Rafferty. I thought he was up and down. He got stuck in. He led like a captain today.
Yeah.
Footmob give him 8.2.
Right.
What would you give him, Tom?
He scored the goal, didn't he? I know he was. I see he was the sponsors' man of the match, which is usually what happens if you're the only goal scorer in a game with our sponsors. Do you know what? Captain, got booked, scored the goal. Look, I'm not generous when it comes to ratings, unfortunately. I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah. Raf was good. Get your scores in the comments as well if you agree with us. Sullivan says 8 for Raf, so agreeing with me. Adi Boyega, Footmob give him 6.8, went off injured. I'd probably give him a 6. It's a tough, difficult one. He played well, he got stuck in, but he's not played the full game, has he?
Well, he's got another. Is it a groin injury? Is it? I think. But was that not from that collision? Listen, they'll analyse him. Look, you can't give him anything other than a 6 for me because yes, we're 1-0 up at the time and he was on, but obviously Zach Jules comes on in his place, and yeah. So look, I can't criticise Adebayoga. I hope he gets better soon, and yeah.
Yeah, cool. Baptiste got a 7.6.
Now,
so that's about right, me for Baptiste.
I would argue Baptiste was better than Rafferty today. Like I say, I'm not big on. I don't give people generous rates. To get anything above an 8.5 for me, you've got to really affect the game. I'm talking assists. I'm talking goals. I'll give Baptiste a 7.7.
And then Reece James. So Powell was doing the commentary on the iPlayer. He gave Reece James his man of the match.
Yeah.
Footmob give it a 7.7. I would give him an 8 because I thought he was bombing up and down that wing, especially that second half on the overlap, trying to get a crossing. And I thought he was one of the main reasons why we kind of broke so well, because he had so much energy, did Reece James, up and down, up and down, up and down for 90 minutes.
I think him and Harry Gray worked really well together today. And
yeah, agree.
Yeah, do you know what? Sorry, I'll give him an 8 because he was making them long busting runs. Like you say, Joe Powell gave him the man of the match, but Joe Powell also said he'd give it them all if he could. So yeah, 8 for JMO for me, as Powell he calls him.
John says Baptiste 6 or a 7. Bez says Reece James looks a bit ropey for me lately. Saying today odd decision making at times.
How you see the game?
Bill says Yearwood was his man of the match.
I thought Yearwood was fantastic today. I thought it was really good, and we're going to need him.
Did the Italian get any minutes?
Nope.
No more minutes. So I would go. He got 7.7 on FootMob. I'd say that's about. I would give him an 8. What were you giving him? Sorry.
Is this for Yearwood?
James.
Oh, James. Yeah, I'll go 8 because I thought, he made some lung busting runs and he looked up for it. To be fair to him, they all did.
So Yearwood, he got the assist for the goal.
Yeah,
it was Yearwood that assisted the goal. FootMob give him an 8.1. John Sullivan said, I think it was John. No, somebody did put it was their man of the match. I think it was Tom. Tom Hill said it was his man of the match. What would you score Yearwood?
I thought Yearwood was fantastic today, and as I just said before, we're going to need him in this running. We can't afford for him to get injured, I don't think. We can't afford for any more injuries, for that matter. But I'm sure we'll play injury bingo on Miller's Monday. So I'm going to give Yearwood the same as what I gave Reece James. I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was terrific today.
Yeah, I'd give him an 8 as well. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he broke up the play well. He burst forward a lot. He showed great energy. Got stuck in. Everything you want from a midfielder, really. On to Watmore. Obviously, he went off, but I thought first half he was quality. FootMob give him a 6.5. I would probably give him a 7 personally. I thought he were different level at times.
I think that's a bit harshly because he's getting back to match fitness. We know that as things stand, he can't do a full 90. So he either does 30 minutes or he does 60 minutes, isn't it? Is it or 55 minutes or whenever it is he came off? I think what I like about Duncan, I think he's a great speaker, and I think his experience, he knows his levels above this current Rotherham United. Well, our current position in League One. Yeah, look, I'll give Duncan Watmore a 7, and the second he gets to match fitness, hopefully soon, he should be playing the full 90 for me.
I agree.
I'm going to give a 7 to Watmore, just because I think he's got great leadership, he's got a balanced head, he's got that touch. He knows that he is better than League One. So, and like I said before, Sheffield Wednesday going for Jerry Yates over Duncan Watmore.
Crazy, isn't it?
Baffles
Crazy.
me. Baffles me.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
Benson, another player I want to see playing full 90 minutes. He only got a 6.2. I would have given him a 7 as well. What about yourself?
Benson, well, when me and you, Lee, were at the Blackpool game. That's right, guys. Me and Lee went to the Blackpool game just before Christmas. That's when he got injured, wasn't it? Got injured early in the first half, wasn't it, Lee? And we're like, oh, God's sake. Benson, look, he's obviously quality. Benson would be a top-end championship player if injuries did not blight in his career, to be fair to him. And my only thing with Benson is, and I think we all feel it as Rotherham fans, I think you and me agree, Lee, that even when he's up to full fitness and he's playing full 90s, we're always going to be thinking, when we play injury bingo, he's going to be the one that we're always going to think. And I feel for the lad because once you get injured in certain areas, once in your career early, it just comes back to hammer you every. And the older you get, the slower it is to recover. But look, back to player ratings. I'll give Benson a 7. A 7. We just need him. We need him. We need him full games as well, to be fair.
Yeah, a few comments coming in. Yearwood showed his class. What more will need to help carry us? He's a leader, 7.5. Bez says, who was it on here that said Watmore won't play games?
I don't think any of us said that, but if you find it,
Adam might have said it. I don't know, but Andy was past it. No, I definitely didn't say that. Personally, it was me that advocated that we signed him. I wanted us to sign. It may have been Adam. Adam's the sort that, if they're over the age of 28, Adam claims everybody's past it. So it possibly were Adam. But I can't confirm that for definite. But definitely wasn't me. I advocated to sign him. I thought
he was my out of all the signings. out of all the signs we made, he was the one that I was.
Yeah, you said he was the one you were most excited about on our deadline day show as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's who I was excited
yeah,
about.
it's got it. If anybody on this one has it, it'd probably be Adam. Given Benson is having shed loads of injections, was fantastic again. My man of the match first half. And somebody said, was it Adam? Probably was Adam. I think it was Adam when I had an argument with him. Tom backed me up and said it would be good. Yeah. I think that's what it probably would be. Cause me and Tom were advocates for signing Watmore.
Definitely, yeah.
Now, for me, this next player was the most improved performance of the whole team. Out of recent weeks when I've seen him, we have been critical of him. We've said that he should be playing at Maltby Main, which, look, judging on today's performance is very harsh because I thought Martha today was absolutely exceptional. The best game I've possibly seen him play since pre-season. Don't know about yourself. Footmob give him a 7.4. What would you give him, Tom?
I think that's on the money, but I think what we're going on about is recent performances where he's been miles off it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows that the USA, Canada, and Mexico is just around the corner. It's literally in, well, for him, 13 games time. He'll want to be on that plane to wherever Curacao are playing first. They're playing Germany, I think, aren't they? He'll want to be on that plane. So he needs, and with Dick Advocaat getting sacked, not sacked, leaving for family reasons. I do apologise, Dick, if he's watching, which I doubt it. But he needs to put some performances in. And I thought today he was great. What worked for Martha today was when Tom Cleverley started flooding up the pitch, there was spacing behind. And that's perfect for him. But just imagine if we had a Chio Benny against them, right? And they did that, they would be absolutely.
Well, I mean, there was one in the second half, Tom, where I think he picked it up and he absolutely skinned the player and he just wiped him out because he would have been away. Martha would have that.
Yeah,
I thought, for me, I would have given Martha a 7.8 today. I thought he was the best I've seen him play for a long, long time.
No, I think that's a fair.
I'm going to go. Got stuck in. I agree with John Sullivan. He said silly. He got a silly yellow for Martha. That's his only gripe. Sam says a lot better from Martha today. Defo. Martha needs a free roll to attack like he had today. Yeah, agree. John Sullivan said 7 for Martha. So what's your score for Martha, Tom?
Do you know what? Just because the way the game was played and it suited him, I'm going to agree with John here. I'm going to go a 7. But
7.
we need him. We need him to. If you get 7s every game, you're doing the right thing. Who was it at Man United? Dennis Irwin, left back. They used to call him the 7 out of 10 player consistently.
Gary Neville. Yeah, Gary Neville was similar, wasn't he?
Yeah. If you play a 7 out of 10 every week, right, consistently, you start in that team. So well done to Martha. And like I say, he's got the World Cup in his sights, but he needs to up his game. And today he upped it. So fair play to him.
Super. Next up, Sam Nombe.
Sam Nombe, fantastic. What did Footmob give him, Lee?
They give him a 7.3.
Oh, I think that's a bit harsh. I'd go a bit higher than that. I would say for me, he probably should have had a couple of goals today, Sam Nombe. I'll give him, like I say, I'm harsh with ratings, but I'll give him a 7.5 today for Sam Nombe. He did stretch the pitch, but it's another game that suited him because Plymouth made themselves quite open. And we should have scored more than obviously 1 goal today. So
I'd give him a 7.9. I thought he was
fair enough.
Yeah, he were chasing stuff down. He was pressing. He was harassing. He was getting in the channels. He was causing all kinds of problems. So yeah. And John says Nombe 7.5-ish, chasing down, but he didn't. And he was a threat. So last starter, Harry Gray. So Footmob give him a 7.8. What would you give him?
I'm going to give Harry Gray, like I gave Reece James and Drew Yearwood, I'm going to give him an 8. 17-year-old kid. Let's remember, he's still a kid, right? 17-year-old kid. What a talent this lad is. Should have had a couple of goals as well. But that'll come. That'll come. And he scored for us. I just think the boy at 17 playing rough men's football now in League One, right? You know, it reminds you of, and I keep saying it, Harry Kane. He was down in, was it League Two with Leyton Orient, and did stints in the lower leagues before he became what he became. Honestly, I think Gray, next season, I imagine Leeds will loan him out again, but I imagine it will be to a top-end Championship side. And then here's my KB Terry's Talk prediction. The next European Championships, which will be held in the UK and Ireland, right? Harry Gray, right? Listen, makes that England squad. That's what I'm going to say. So, yeah, for me, an 8 for Harry Gray.
So, for me, I would give Harry Gray a 9. I thought he was my man of the match. I think he led the line like, an experienced pro when he's 17. They couldn't live with him. His footwork were unbelievable at times. Yeah, he missed a few chances, but boy, he were getting them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was past the post at the end. They could not live with Harry Gray today. They couldn't live with him. They were pulling them all over. They were holding him up. Every time he got the ball, they tried to foul him because they couldn't get the ball off him. And the best compliment I can give him, he looked like an experienced striker up there. He was holding him off. He was shielding him off.
Yeah.
I thought he was excellent today.
He was.
And for me, I honestly believe this lad will go on to play for the England national team, the first team. I honestly believe that. I believe he will be Leeds United's top forward for the next 10 to 15 years. He is that good.
Well, that's why I'm saying he'll be in the European Championships in 2 years' time.
Yeah,
he'll play
agreed.
For that. Very least
Agreed.
The next World Cup. Not this World Cup, but the next one. But, yeah.
John says, Gray growing in confidence, 7.9. Harry Gray, 10 for Gray. That was the biggest positive apart from the 3 points. We created chances and had shots on target. So just onto the bench, to the players that come on, we'll start with Jules. Footmob give him a 7.8. That's quite high. I just give him a solid 7. He did hit the crossbar with a header.
It was just after he came on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, listen, look, it's a clean sheet at the end of the day. He came on relatively early. It was about 35 minutes in. So, he's played a good 65 minutes of if you take an add-on. He's played 70 minutes of a game, kept a clean sheet. Baptiste was better. Look, I'm not generous with ratings. He gets a 7 for me for the clean sheet.
Yeah, I would give him a 7. Adam earlier in the chat gave Dango a 9. Footmob give him a 6.7. Where are you at with Dango's performance, Tom?
Dango. Well, once again, another player we're going to need, for 70, 80 minutes every week. The lad, like Harry Gray, I believe, I can't quite go as far and say England yet, but he'll certainly be top-end Championship next season. And we need him. And for a substitute appearance when he came on in about the 55th, 60th, was it? 55th? With
58th minute he came
58th
on.
minute.
Yeah.
Look, and he did fantastic. So, do you know what? Second half substitute, I'll give him a 7.5, 7.5.
Yeah, I'd probably be on that same wavelength with you. Got up and down. McWilliams, he actually got a 7. I thought McWilliams were good when he come on. Put some good challenges in as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's another player that's been getting a bit of stick off the supporters. I thought thought McWilliams were good today.
I thought he was fine as well. I'm going to go the same as goal. I'm giving him. No, I'm going to go a bit lower. You know what? I'm going to go 7 for McWilliams. Listen, it's nice to have a bench sometimes where you can put it this way: if we didn't have Gore and McWilliams on that bench today, we could have been facing the prospect of a Liam Kelly coming on, and we all know Liam Kelly, great professional, but he is. Come on, he's past his sell-by date as a player. So it was good to have the options of McWilliams and Gore on the bench. Albeit, I want Gore to start games, but it's good that he's back from his shoulder injury and he's playing. But if we'd have had a Liam Kelly on the bench, because he's only made the changes because the players that he's changed physically can't go on anymore without getting further risk of injury. So having them on the bench today, I think, really helps us get that win because. We should have won 3-4-0, but we weren't. Look, if you don't put the ball in the net, you don't win 3-4-0, obviously. But today, having those options off the bench, I think really helped us secure the win. So, yeah, Yearwood for me a 7. I'll give Gore a 7.5. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
So then Agbear came on, but he came on 82nd minute, so I can't really rate him. But yeah, go on, sorry.
No, I felt really panicked when Agbairi came on because I'm thinking, is he going to sit off here and try and get a 1-0 win? And to be fair, we were still going for it even when he came on. He came on for
we was.
Martha, wasn't it? He came on for Martha, wasn't it? So
yeah.
But yeah, listen. Look, we're sat here now. We've won 1-0. Things go for you. Sometimes things don't. But tonight, Millers fans, it's a 1-0 victory. We've beat a relatively decent informed side in Plymouth, but as I keep saying it, and Lee keeps saying it, and all the comments keep saying it, if any of you Rotherham players are watching this, Matt Hamshaw, Phil Smith, whoever, right, got to back it up on Tuesday. That level of performance needs to become back on Tuesday. I don't want any
regular occurrence now. We can't keep...
On Tuesday, I don't want another report where we have no shots on target after we've had them today. Do you know what I mean? So that's what needs to happen.
So super. Thank you, Tom, for coming in. It's been absolutely emotional. Thank you for having us, mate. And prediction for Tuesday?
Prediction for Tuesday. Look, after today, I'm going to go 3-0 Millers. 3-0 Millers, and then that'll maybe get us out the well, probably in the relegation zone goal difference, but it's too positive. If it's two positive performances, we've had one with a win. Let's make it a second one, and then who knows what happens after that. Can I just mention, Lee, to anybody watching this, I'm going to plug my own show, Lee. I've got my Sunday show tomorrow, the Turbo Sunday Roast on KB Terrace Talk. Please tune in, 7 o'clock, where, do you know what, Millers fans? I'm going to discuss for 15 minutes a Rotherham win. So come and join me there. Cheers, Lee. Thank you.
Fantastic. Cheers, mate. Have a good one. So that's Turbo Tom, who obviously mentioned his show tomorrow night, which will be on at 7 o'clock, I believe. A fantastic show. He discusses everything football. So, that would be a good one to catch. Bez says, I know someone at Leeds and they're asking for him to have another season at this level before the championship, and that's 100% true. So that would be fantastic news if we could get Harry Gray for another season. That would be fantastic. Let's see. Didn't see Gore, just happy he's back. The only thing that stops Gore progressing is his injury record. It's really bad. Which brings me on to, I think that actually gives us an actual chance for us to sign him permanently. Because I don't think any club's going to really hang the hat on Dan Gore because of his injury record. But we could cheekily snap him up from Manchester United and get him permanently. That would be a cracking signing. Very similar to when we signed Dan Barlasser. I never thought we'd sign him permanently, and we managed to get him. I think hopefully we could do that with Dan Gore, and that would be fantastic. And that's in general from Bez. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. So, like I said, if you want to join the chat, you're more than welcome to. You just join the link and give your views on the actual game. I'm just going to run through the League One scores. So, Leyton Orient 1, Barnsley 3. So that's good result for Rotherham. Obviously, Leyton Orient are down there with us. So they get spanked against a really, really poor Barnsley team. McGoldrick got a hat-trick in that game. And I think Barnsley are poor. So that's good news for Rotherham that they are getting beat by the likes of Barnsley at home. It does bode well for us. Northampton putting a bit of a fight up. They drew 1-1 with Peterborough. Nice score here for us, lads. Donny 0, Cardiff 4. So Cardiff surge up towards winning the league is up and running. Exeter 1, Bolton 5. So obviously Exeter starting to get pumped again. Lincoln 4, Blackpool 0. Another good result for Rotherham as Blackpool are down there with us. Mansfield 2, Wimbledon 2. So Mansfield, our visitors on Tuesday, they're not a fantastic team. Only drawing at home with Wimbledon 2-2. So very much a game we can win. Port Vale doing a little bit of a resurgence. 1-1 with Luton. Reading 2, Bradford 1. So I did say after we played Bradford, I don't think Bradford will get promoted this season. Richardson's doing a fantastic job at Reading since he's come in there. Obviously, Rotherham United 1, Plymouth 0. Stevenage 2, Stockport County 1. So Stockport are sort of bottling it in their hunt for getting promoted. Wigan 1, Huddersfield 0. That was a bit of a big disappointment for us. I would have expected Huddersfield to have won that game. And obviously, that was a bad result for Rotherham, that one today. And the next good result for us today was Wycombe 3, Burton 0. So Burton Albion losing that game as well. So yeah, it's looking better than what it did the last week or so. We've got Mansfield Town on Tuesday. We've got to follow that up with a victory. I don't think we can accept draws at home now. We've got to win the remainder of his home games, really, and try and pick up bits and bobs away from home. So that brings an end to today's show. We've had fantastic numbers again. All I can say is thank you. I know the podcast has come in for a lot of stick off certain people, but at the end of the day, people on this show, genuine fans, and also I think the people in the chat, absolute great knowledge of the game, and do bring up some really good points. And hopefully now we can push up the table and we can stay up. I can't believe I'm even saying that we're in a relegation battle, but clearly we are. But it's just so difficult to support the club at the minute, because everything what the club is doing just seems to be, there's no communication with the fans, and it just seems an all-time low. So it is nice now to get that win and start winning games and get back on that horse. Let's not change a winning team now. Start lining up, bearing in mind maybe Martha and goal, maybe. Yeah, Hadders, I think I agree with that. I think you should keep a winning team where possible. The issue is, obviously, we had a defender go off, so whether he's going to be fit for the game. And I think if Dan Gore is fully fit, he should start. But I don't think Martha deserves to be dropped. And in that free roll today, it looked frightening at times. They couldn't deal with him. I mean, they chopped him down in the second half. He was away. It could have been clear through, really, because I don't think nobody was catching him. So, yeah. a blank comment there, so I'm not sure what that one is for. But yes, like I said, it's just come up, sorry now. Congrats on the win, Bushy. 3 points, fingers crossed for you. You can go on a run of games. Good luck, lads. Cheers from Cardiff fan who always pops on. Fantastic win. I'm so happy you beat the Gypsies for us today. Good win for Cardiff, and I do hope Cardiff go up because they should not be in League One. They are a championship club for me, or Cardiff City. And hopefully they get promoted and help send Donny down. Cam was class again today. Levi RUFC. Yeah, I thought Cam was really good. His kicking was good. Footmobs give him a high score as well. And somebody put in the comment as well, which were really nice, that Cam Dawson actually congratulated Can at the end. So that is good to see, obviously, because he's lost his place. But it's good to see that the players are backing their fellow teammates in the team, which is always nice to see. We are back tomorrow, for, as Turbo mentioned, for his Sunday service at 7 o'clock. That will cover more of this game, more FPL action, and some of the Premiership action as well. All the big talking points of the week. And it is a live call-in show, guys. So similar to today, where you've seen fans pop in and off, you can pop in, have your say on a game that you've been to see, any football team that you've been to see. If you've been to the game, come on, give your view with Turbo. And it's a really great Sunday evening show. A lot of banter on there as well. Great host in Tom. So make sure you do tune in for that. Then followed up by Monday night, we've got Miller's Monday, where we will be previewing the Mansfield Town game. Hopefully we will have a Mansfield Town fan on that show as well, giving his view. And hopefully this time we get to beat Mansfield this time. We will then do a full live reaction where fans can again dial in after the game, after the Mansfield Town game. So don't miss that. And hopefully we're going to discuss back-to-back wins. And that isn't something we've been able to do this season. Is back a performance up with another performance. So I am hopeful that we can beat Mansfield. I don't think they're a great team. They're in 16th, 40 points. They've lost 10 games this season, so they're not. They've actually lost more games than us as well this season. So, yeah, I don't think they're a fantastic team. So we can follow this up with a victory. And then after that, we will be back for the Premiership show on Wednesday. And then it will be Bez's Rotherham United Thursday night show, which is now starting to gain real traction. I did step in for Bez this week, but it will be Bez on Thursday, all being well. Not heard from him today, so welfare check for Bez, just to make sure he's okay. I will give him a call after this show just to make sure he's all well. I know he's been not feeling great. He's been a bit under the weather, and Adam said he wasn't at the game today. So I will check in on Bez after the show. And then on Friday it will be the FPL show. So nearly every night we've got shows on, guys. So tune in. They're all good shows. They're all good hosts. And like I said, hopefully we're going to be discussing more Rotherham United victories. And then we can just stop talking about the manager and this, that, and the other. We can just concentrate on getting out of this trouble and then move forward for next season, hopefully in League One, where we will be faced with Sheffield Wednesday. They have been relegated. So the best thing of our centenary year this season is that Sheffield Wednesday have taken our worst championship team record. So it couldn't happen to a nicer football club. So Sheffield Wednesday have taken our worst ever championship season and really absolutely demolished it as well. Even without the points deduction, they have been absolutely awful this season. So that does give me happiness. Thank you again for tuning in. There's a big game on Man City and Leeds United as well. So I will be going off to watch that. Thank you to everybody in the comments. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment if you didn't comment, and we will always respond to you. Huge numbers watching us live again. Much love. Like I say, I'm not everybody's cup of tea all the time, but it is nice that people are still tuning in, even if you dislike me personally. James Hutchinson, evening, Bushy lad. Evening, James. Hope that you can beat City tonight. Obviously, big game for Leeds United, so I will be cheering Leeds on. As you say, I'm a secret Leeds fan, apparently. Well done, Lee. Brilliant, as always. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, in for the chat. Thank you to John Sullivan again for coming in after the to give his after-match thoughts, and to Tom as well. Like I said, don't be shy, guys. Everybody is welcome on this show. You don't have to agree with me. You can have a bit of banter with me. You can tell me Matt Amshaw's the next Messiah if you want. I'm not bothered. Just contribute, come in, give your views. This platform gives everybody their view. We don't discriminate anybody. Like I say, I read every single comment out, even if it's abuse. I will read it out because I am an advocate for free speech in this country. I know it is dying, but I won't let it die on my platform. I want to give everybody a voice, and we can just debate it. But surely, Millers, you're all happy tonight. I'm happy. You're happy. Even Matt, I'm sure he'll go home happy tonight. Big boy's going home. Smile on his face. That's what football's about. Thank you for watching, and up the Millers.